Hey guys, how you doing? 12 of 12 again today. All core work this Saturday morning. Basically thinking of myself here. I just did my first ever 10k run. So legs are like jelly, can't do any legs. So it's going to be all core today. We'll get a really nice focus on the core. Help tighten up, strengthen up all those muscles. So kind of mostly down the front, the abs, but also a lot of oblique work and stuff as well. So we'll really hit that entire region with some crunches, planks, twists, different things like that. So very little equipment needed. I just have my regular rug here from the front room. If you have a gym mat or something like that, great. So we'll be sitting down on that, and at some stage I'm going to be using my medicine ball here. My one is 1 kg. You don't particularly need much weight in it, it's just to actually have something that we're going to use, kind of pass around, do our twisting and stuff with. So a football, basketball, any sort of thing like that, or if you have a medicine ball, a small kettlebell, anything, it can be a little bit heavier than the 1 kg, doesn't really matter weight wise. We're going to use our tablet drills again. So tablet, as I've explained before, is 4 minutes long. We've got 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. We're going to repeat 8 times for a total of 4 minutes. And we do 3 of those drills, and then that's our 12 at 12. So our first one, guys, we're going to give a quick demo. Very, very straightforward exercises. So quick demo before we start. Crunches. We're going to plant the feet on the floor and just aim to curl the shoulder blades up off the ground. Okay? Very, very simple and straightforward. So a good core exercise for upper and lower to hold that really on that one. And then turn around just into a standard straightforward plank. Keep the shoulders pressed up into the air, keep the tailbone tucked in and under. Nice straight line, and we'll hold that. Okay, so we're going to alternate those two, just very straightforward ones, just to really warm up the entire area. Get the core muscles active. Okay, so ready to rock, guys. Get yourselves in position, get tablet ready. We're ready in 5, and we're working for 20 seconds. So, slow controlled reps whenever you're doing crunches. You don't need to race them. Just focus on your technique, bending the spine, and getting the shoulder blades up off the ground. 3, 2, 1. Good stuff. We'll turn over into a plank saw next. 10 seconds rest. 2, 1. So pressing the shoulders up high away from the floor, tucking the tailbone under, trying to keep a nice straight line, and then actively squeezing the core muscles while you're here. Don't just sit here or lie here in position, make the core work. 1 of each time. We're doing 4 of each in total for the 4-minute drill. 3, 2, 1. Breathe through the reps. 3, 2, 1. Good stuff. Back over into our plank. 3, 2, 1. Again, squeezing the abs. Don't just hold a position. Make all those core muscles work really hard. Keeping them active. 3, 2, 1. Good. Change over angle. Show you from the other side. 3, 2, 1. So again, just planting the feet, curling the shoulder blades up off the ground. Exhaling as you come up. Getting a good squeeze on the abs at the top. 3, 2, 1. Plank again, so a bit. 3, 2, 1. Total of 60 seconds left. Almost there in the first cabana. Core muscles should be well warmed up by then. 3, 2, 1. Good. Good job. Flip her over again. Last set of crunches.
3, 2, 1.
And one last plank coming up. Last 20 seconds in this drill.
3, 2, 1.
Last few seconds. And rest. Great job, guys. First capital done. So hopefully now all the core muscles have been activated properly, nicely warmed up. As I said, fairly standard exercises for the first one. They're just going to hit the whole area. A regular crunch, regular plank. Now we're going to start focusing on our obliques down the sides. Really kind of try to trim up and bring in the waist nice and narrow. So we're going to be doing side crunches and side planks. Okay? So I'll show you. We're going to lie down on our left hand side. Left hand is braced against the floor. And for the first round, we're going to keep the legs just as they are. Just bend them up slightly, no movement in them. And we're going to focus on moving the upper body, okay? So left arm stays down, can brace off the ground, and my right elbow is coming down towards my right hip bone. And as you can see then, my kind of shoulder and shoulder blade, upper half of the body is coming up off the ground. Okay, so feeling it all down the side here. So we're going to do that both sides. With a plank both sides. I'll show you the planks as well in a second. But the second time that we come around to each side, we're going to try to engage the lower half of the abs by bringing the knees up as well. So same start position, press the left hand into the ground, and as we're crunching our elbow down, we're going to try to bring our knees closer to our chest. Okay? So that'll be the second time around. Before we do that though, we're going to go into side planks. So when you're doing a plank, always try to stack your elbow and shoulder directly above and below each other. Okay, so we'll power up into the air, elbow above, shoulder above elbow, and then the opposite arm pointed up towards the ceiling. Okay, keep those hips pressed nice and high and keep squeezing the core. So obviously I just showed you one side there, but we're going to be doing them both. So getting ready to rock again, guys. We're going to start that way, lying on the left hand side. So another 4-minute drill coming up. Ready in 5, lying on your left.
3, 2, 1.
So no leg movement this first time, just all the upper half of the body. The right elbow is travelling down towards the right hip bone. We're going to do this side on our left, and then switch over to our right.
2, 1.
Good. Let's switch over some still facing this direction. Right hand down this time. Left elbow heading down towards the left hip bone. For the first plank, we can actually stay face this way now, with our right arm down. Good stuff. So right arm is down, elbow and shoulder are stacked.
3, 2, 1.
Power those hips up into the air, and left arm straight up towards the ceiling. Hold for 20. Squeezing the core muscles now while we're here. Good. Swap over sides on the plank. Left arm down. Stack the shoulder and elbow. And breathe through it, guys. Squeezing the core. Good stuff. So now we can stay on our left side and go into crunches, and this time try to bring the lower body into it, so we bring those knees towards the chest.
2, 1.
So same movement with the upper body, don't change anything there. Bring the right elbow towards the right hip, and then at the same time just try to raise your knees in closer excuse me, towards the midsection, towards the abs and chest.
3, 2, 1.
Good. We have a total of 60 seconds left now, guys. So one last set of crunches, 2 last planks.
2, 1.
Right hand down. And as we crunch that left elbow down towards the hip bone, the knees are coming in against it, in towards the chest. Breathing through the reps. Last set of these oblique crunches.
3, 2, 1.
Good. We'll stay on this side for our plank. One plank left on each side.
3,
Stack the elbow and shoulder.
1.
Power up into the air. And left arm pointed at the ceiling. Breathe through it, guys. We're nearly done.
3, 2, 1.
Well done. Swapping over sides. Last one in this drill. Again, stack the shoulder and elbow.
1.
Power up. And right hand up towards the ceiling. Keep those hips nice and high. Keep the core muscles tight. And rest. Well done, guys. Great stuff. That is 2 planks done, or sorry, 2 tabula drills done out of 3. Our last tabula drill, we're going to bring in some rotational work. So it's going to be good for the center abdominal muscles, but also those obliques out towards the sides. So this is where the ball comes in. So again, I have a 1 kg medicine ball. Weight isn't terribly important. If you have a medicine ball, whether it's 1 kg or heavier, great. If you don't, if you have a soccer ball or something like that, if you have even a bag of rice, if you have a kettlebell, a dumbbell, any sort of thing that you can just kind of hold and rotate the body with, okay? To be honest, even if you didn't have something along these lines, and surely you do have one of the above mentioned things, but even if you didn't have any sort of a weight or a ball or bag of rice or bag of pasta, you could literally just do that, almost as if you're holding something, and focus on the rotation. So that's going to be our rotation exercise, our Russian twist. So we're going to be slightly leaning back, elevating the feet, and then rotating the entire upper body. Okay, so the important thing here now is to make sure you do get that full upper body rotation. You see a lot of people doing these, and they're just moving the hands. A lot of people in as well, hitting the ball off the floor, getting way too focused on that. And it's all upper body work and it's not core at all, okay? So don't worry about touching the ball to the ground. Don't worry about twisting the arms too much. Focus entirely on twisting the entire upper body while keeping the legs elevated. If this one then becomes very, very difficult for you, you just drop your legs and you continue to twist, but try to exaggerate the twist then a little more, even with the body twisting even more. So we're going to do a rotational core exercise, the Russian twist, and then also a rotating plank, okay? So we're going to come down into plank position, but in a press-up position rather than on the forearms, and then we're going to rotate and bring knee towards opposite elbow, okay? So plank is up in the press-up position with a rotation, and our core crunch exercise, I suppose you call it, is our Russian twist. So right to rock, guys, our last tabula. We'll start with the Russian twist. I'll show you a few different angles now as we go.
2, 1.
So elevate the legs and twist the upper body. Leaning back into it as well. So you're working upper abs, you're working lower abs by having those legs raised, and you're really working your obliques by getting a nice full twist and rotation.
1.
Excellent stuff. Okay, plank this time. We're in press up position. Very, very slow controlled reps when we start. So we'll try to bring right knee up to touch the left forearm, and then the opposite. So twisting towards the camera, away from the camera. Whole body is twisting now again. Not just moving those legs.
3, 2, 1.
Good. Russian twist. I'll show you face on this time.
3,
So a little lean back again. Raise the legs. And remember to breathe through your reps.
3, 2, 1.
Good stuff. Change sides here now for the plank to show you a slightly different angle.
1.
So up into the press up position and bring knee towards the opposite forearm. Really rotating and twisting the entire upper body. Squeezing those lower abs.
3, 2, 1.
Good stuff. Halfway through. 2 of each time.
3, 2, 1.
Well done guys, almost done. Breathe through.
3, 2, 1.
Well done.
3, 2,
Back into the press position over the plank. On the toes and on the palms of the hands. And then twisting and rotating. Getting that knee right to the opposite forearm. Squeezing the lower abs.
3, 1.
Great work guys. We have just 1 of each left.
3,
Last Russian twist.
1.
Almost done now for today.
3, 2, 1.
Good job. And our last
3,
rotating plank.
1.
Up into the press up position. And rotate the entire body. Drive that knee right up to the forearm. And twist.
3,
And breathe through it.
1.
Excellent stuff guys. Very tough last one there. Definitely felt that one myself. Down the obliques, lower abs everywhere I got it. So great session, hope you enjoyed it. All core work now today, which was very good. So yeah, the usual drill guys. We've just trained, so wash the hands, stay safe, stay home, help the HSE, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Thank you.